Good morning. Hello, hello. I am going to invite Julie in. So just give me 1 second. I'm like, okay, do I remember how to do that? Let's see. Give me a second here. Hello, welcome in. Okay, did they change? Whoops. Hold on 1 second. Did they change how we invite people in? Hi, good morning, you guys. Oh, wait a second. I thought I was starting. Maybe Julie is. It's like I'm a rookie or something, right? Give me 1 second. I'm like, where I should be able. Oh, maybe she's inviting me. Oh no. Okay, wait, hold freeze 1 second. Okay, hold on just 1 sec. Good morning, you guys. I have to invite Julie in. So give me a second. Give me just a second. Okay, why isn't it letting me? Why isn't it letting me search for her? Okay, hold on. Have you guys done duos? Anybody here? Hello, welcome in. Sorry, you guys. I'm trying to invite Julie to join. And why won't it let me? This is really strange. Oh, here it goes. Okay, here we go. Give me 1 second, and we're going to invite her in to co-host with me. All right. There we go. Hello.
I don't know what happened.
I don't know. That was weird. Oh, where'd she go? There you are.
Yeah, because I know I started and then you invite me in. I'm supposed to open mine up. So, but now my screen is black. Do you see?
You know why? Because we both started our shows. It has to be one of us start, and you can be on Knickknacks, but not start a show.
Okay, so what do I need to do? Can you see me?
Yes. Okay, so your show ended or needs to end.
Okay, let me go.
And then I'll redo it.
Okay,
sorry,
so
guys.
I should go.
Real life technical difficulties.
Yes. Okay, so I'm going to go out of this.
Okay.
Okay.
We're going to do it again.
Yes, we're going to do it again.
Okay. Take two.
Take two.
Okay, let's try this again. Okay, give me 1 sec, guys. Here we go. Fabric. treasures. Okay, we're going to invite her to co-host. There we go. That should work.
Is it working
There.
again? Is it working?
Yes, I can see
Yay!
you. That's what it was. We both started our shows.
Okay, got it. Oh my goodness. See, and usually I'm the one that starts, so that's what I thought I had to do. But hey, we got it.
We got it.
So now I'll start adding my stuff.
Okay, perfect.
And then you can talk to everybody, and I'm gonna let's see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good morning, everybody. Sorry, real life, right?
Yeah,
It's like we're rookies or something.
I know, it's like we've never ever done this before. It's crazy.
I know, that was funny. Good morning, everybody. I hope it is beautiful where you are at. I am Drnksuzy. We're going to let Julie add in her inventory so that we both have ours in there. I had a show yesterday, so I held that show so that you all can take advantage of combined shipping if you want to. And then I'll be shipping out tomorrow because I leave for Las Vegas on Thursday. I'm so excited. I haven't been in a couple years. I can't believe it. But I'm super excited, except it's going to be 111 there. That's not very exciting. But a cocktail makes everything better.
That's true.
I mean, my name is Drnksuzy, right? So
as long as you have AC wherever you're going,
yes. And you know, those casinos, they're one right after the other. You know, you might be outside for a second. They keep them really ice cold so that you will stay there. So, yeah, I'm excited.
Yes. Sorry, I have so much stuff. It's
no, you're totally fine. So, I think I have about 24 upcycles. Julie has about 15.
I have 15. Yes.
Okay. Maybe for the first, 5 or whatever, I'll do 2 or something.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
This month has been a lot of grandkid
watching.
Yeah. By the time our next one comes, they will be in camp, summer camp. So
nice.
Their last day of school was like the 3rd of June. So
wow.
Yeah. So
early.
It was early, but they start early. They go back the first, I think it's the 7th or 8th of August they go back.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, so it is pretty early for them. I think I have most of mine in. If not, I can load them as
it's okay.
As we go.
I'm still drinking my coffee this morning. I
think I got them all in there. I'll double check while we're waiting for everybody, because I think some people are still in
the coffee chat.
Yeah, coffee chat. I have it up.
Hey, I'm Carter.
Good morning. Oh, I almost added my doll or my creepy doll.
I don't even have a picture of mine.
Oh, I have it all set up
to private.
The sizes and everything. Yeah, I just have to add it in when we get.
Okay. I have to do that. I'll have to manually add mine.
Yeah, I set it all up. Nobody can see it. I made it private, so nobody can see it.
I wasn't that smart, so.
Well, adding stuff on the fly. I figured you're better at it than I am. So, because you do your live thrifting. I don't do that much of the live thrifting. I think I have all of my stuff in. I hope.
Good morning, everybody. I hope you guys are doing well. It has been a scorcher here in northern Arizona.
Okay. I think
holy mackerel. Although today is only supposed to hit like 98, which is a lot better than 104.
It's supposed to start warming up here as well. I have grandkids right after my sale today. We're going to a store where they get to build a Lego car. So I get to go build Lego cars.
Yay.
Yes. So they're with me today.
Hey, Grammy. I don't have any grandkids yet. I have 5 grown kids. The oldest is 34. and nobody's married.
Oh,
No grandkids, and nobody's married.
I waited a long time for grandkids. My kids were
Did
in
you?
their 40s when they started having
Oh, well,
kids.
see
So
there? Then I don't feel so bad.
yeah, yeah. My kids didn't get married until later in life. So
Good for them. I
yeah,
think that that's really common now.
yes.
Um,
With this generation, it really is
yeah,
because both my kids were born in the early 80s.
yeah.
And so,
Or not getting married at all is very
mm-hmm,
common.
mm-hmm.
So my oldest daughter, the one that's 34, has been with her boyfriend for a decade. Actually more than that. 13 years. No, not married. Mm-mm. She has no.
And that's okay. And that's okay. Yep.
Alrighty.
Yep. No.
Yeah.
So, do you want to go ahead and get started? Do we want to
Let me
kind of
see.
tell everybody about
Yeah, Jocelyn
challenge?
is still
Still
on.
on.
She's
She's still
still
on.
on.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll.
Okay.
So we do a lot of, Julie and I do a lot of upcycling. And every month we're going to do this show. It's the third Tuesday of every month in the morning. We have it at 9 o'clock, but it's kind of like tentative. We're trying not to interrupt, although it looks like Jocelyn's gone long today, but
Yeah.
trying not to interrupt the coffee chat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and we do, last month, we picked an item that we both upcycled without sharing what we were going to do with it. So we have those here today, and those are not listed in there. So we decided not to reveal that. We're going to reveal that at the end, right?
Yes.
At the end.
Or maybe we, yeah.
Clyde,
Towards the
hello.
end.
Yeah, that will be fun.
Clyde,
And
welcome
then
in.
we decided to do what a viewer, one of you guys suggested last time, was that we pick something for each other to upcycle this next time. So in July, our July show, we will reveal that. But to keep down on the cost of that, Julie and I decided that we would just, when next time we're thrifting, because I'm in Arizona and she's in Northern California, that we would just FaceTime each other on our little trip and we'll pick something that way. So we can cut down on the shipping
on the shipping costs. Yeah.
Which makes it lower for any of you guys to, so we don't
Or
have
we
to
can just
factor
say
that.
it has to be a box, or it has to be a sign, or it has to be something
We'll
like that. So that's what we're gonna do next time. Is
that will be fun. And I think she's still on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So each month, what we'll do is we're gonna do something that we won't list. And we're going, like, maybe 1 month it'll be a frame that we have to upcycle, or 1 month it'll be a box we have to or something metal that we have to upcycle.
Right. Hi, Lucky Duck. Hi, Tool Bob. How are you guys? We're just kind of chatting a little bit. We kind of started a little early. Well, a little early, but we were trying not to interrupt the coffee chat because I see Jocelyn's still on. So we know a lot of people are in that. So we're just sitting here talking. Lucky Duck, what state are you in? Are you on fire like like I am in Arizona? Oh gosh. The Phoenix 115.
Today?
Yeah, my husband works down in the valley. So they shut down their job at 1 o'clock when they hit 110.
Yeah. I feel so sorry for people who are out in the sun like that.
Yeah.
Working on the roads and construction. It's just, it's really,
Yeah. And he works for Skanska, which is literally our biggest construction company in the United States. And they're working on some Microsoft plants. So they call them campuses. So he doesn't do anymore. He doesn't do any sort of manual labor unless he has to jump on a tractor or something and show the guys how it's done type thing, right? So what they started doing is heading to work at like 3 a.m. because of the heat. And then they're out of there by 1. So You have to do. You can't have them
No,
out
it's not good for
out in that heat
no.
like that.
Uh-uh. No.
Oh, normally you're in Florida. The heat in Florida
Where's
is so much worse than
Oma? Welcome
right, for
in.
sure. Hi, Oma. Oh,
Where's
for
everybody
sure.
from? So I'm from California, and we have somebody who is Lucky Duck is in Utah.
Mm-hmm.
Where's everyone else from?
Oh, another
Florida.
Florida. Okay. So Lucky Duck is normally
In
in
Florida.
Florida, but she's in Utah. I love Utah. Utah's beautiful. Let me just say, for thrifting, my experience, this is my own opinion, on the states that I have thrifted in, Arizona would be number one for me as far as cost. How many, like, it's so abundant, it's crazy. And then Nevada and Utah are right there. Yeah, Utah is stunning. There's a little, gosh, what's that place called? It's a creek, something creek. Duck Creek. How could I forget? Duck Creek,
In Utah.
Utah is beautiful. Check it out if you have not. My husband and I had an extra house. Okay, it didn't mean to sound like that, but my husband was working on the infrastructure to the Raiders Stadium in Vegas. So we had another house for 3 years there and here. So I got to go over there. I love Las Vegas. I'm so excited about going this weekend. But we would go into Utah and shop too, or I would.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, I love it. They have some DIs there, Deseret Industries. Ah, they're so good.
Yeah, thrifting in California is a little tough. It's tough. It's the prices are really high here. I have to really search for stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Florida is number one for Lucky Duck. Never been
Hi,
in Arizona.
Erin.
Okay.
Welcome in, Erin.
Hey, Erin. Rebel, how are you? Good to see you. Yeah, I have thrifted a lot of places. Colorado was terrible when I went. California was terrible.
I know. Well, California is pricey. I thrifted
Yeah.
in Idaho when I went to visit my brother in Boise, and it was pretty good. It was winter time though, so
Oh,
it was a little tough because some of the thrift shops were only open a couple days a week, but it
okay.
was pretty good, and I'm gonna try to get back there too.
Wow. Rebel, what state are you in?
Erin's in
Jocelyn is still on, by the way.
the Midwest. Yeah, I'm think she's wrapping up.
Okay. North Carolina is one of.
Ohio. Yeah.
Oh, okay. North Carolina, Ohio. Okay. How's the thrifting in Ohio, Aaron? And then across. So if you guys don't, there's an app. Gosh, what is it called? It just left my brain, just like that. Um, well,
Erin says she has
watch
great thrift.
duty that keeps track of fires. I get them across my phone of anything here in Arizona. There's a new one that just came across the top of my phone. I'm like, oh gosh, no, it's so dry right now.
It is. It is. Well,
Ohio has great thrifting. I did
mhm.
hear that. Prices good. And don't get me wrong, here in Arizona, you could go to a Goodwill or whatever, and sometimes I'm like, what the heck are they smoking? Like they'll have a few items that are
Ter-
crazy high, and I'm like,
Good
what?
morning. Good morning, Teresa.
Hi, Teresa. How are you? Teresa, what state are you in? We're trying to figure out all the great thrifting states.
We're cheap. We're cheap here, and there's lots of competition, so prices are low. Oh,
Okay. And there's lots of chemistry.
you might have
Oh,
to go
okay.
to Ohio to thrift,
Right.
because
And
California
Teresa's
is
Florida
out of
too.
control. It's just getting out of control. Have you ever been to the Golden Goose near Tucson?
Oh, I don't know if I have, Oma. I might have. I've been to so many places I can't remember.
Mhm.
Isn't that terrible?
I find that if I go to estate sales here in California, the prices are better than Goodwill.
Yeah, I don't get that at all. It's
Yeah,
like donated. Hey
yeah,
Pam.
yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
I
it's
find
great.
that
I'll have
the
to check
estate
that
sale-
out. Golden Goose. Is that a thrift store? There's some wonderful antique shops in Arizona too. There's one called the Market Square. It's in Chandler, Arizona. Oh my gosh. It even has a barbecue restaurant in it. That's
the
amazing.
inside. Oh, well, it's so they can keep you there longer.
Right?
You can
And
have
it does.
if you get hungry, and then
Hmm.
you keep thrifting. Because once you leave, 90% of the time you don't go back. So that's
Yeah,
pretty smart for them to have food there
it
to
is
keep
smart.
their
They
thrifting
have
longer.
a like a little coffee. You can get coffee there. Like that, and
Yeah,
that's my vice is
yeah.
coffee. So
And I noticed the estate sale companies that serve coffee and have water for the people that are there buying, they stay longer.
oh
But
wow.
if you don't have water, if it's hot, you don't stay as long. You got to go get water. You got to go get something to eat. The ones that serve here, that serve coffee and water and maybe have a little cookies, people stay longer.
Oh wow. How many of you, including you, Julie, do you do any online auctions?
Yes,
Pick up, delivery, or both?
both.
Both. Okay. Because I just joined an auction site and I was looking this morning and I'm always like screenshotting it, sending it to my husband. Hey, do you need this? Do you need that? Like crazy,
Hmm.
crazy amounts, like good crazy amounts.
Hmm.
I'm like, okay, if
Right.
I could make it worth my while, it depends because I have to drive an hour if it's going to be like Sun City, Arizona, which isn't a big deal, but I have such a schedule with going live and all that stuff
Yeah,
that I have to make it worth my
I know.
while.
Yep.
And
Yep.
could I possibly fit in a thrifting trip in there or a live thrifting trip or something? But I know if I go live thrifting, you guys, that's a 3 to 4 to 5 hour deal. So I have to really think it through. I don't want to drive down there, pick up something for $5, you know?
No, and I don't. I don't.
You do, Rebel? Okay.
I don't. I make sure I bid on several things to make it worth my while if I'm going to pick it up or if I'm going to have it shipped.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I
No.
was looking at a premium, and this one happens to be 13% buyer's premium, which
Mhm.
isn't bad. I
That
don't think. I don't know if that's bad or not.
all the ones that I do here are between 10 and 12%.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it is bad. I think it just depends on what you can get it for, maybe. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. Do we want to I'm
Yeah, let's
not
go
sure.
ahead and start.
Yeah, let's go ahead and start. You want to go first since you have more
Yes.
than I do.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to do a couple at a time just for a little bit, you guys. Um, and make sure if there is anything that you guys want us to show or want us to run, throw the number in the chat and we're happy to do that. I'm just going to go in order just to
Morning, Moose Mom.
keep myself on track. So I'm going to move this. So these are all are upcycled.
Yeah, and I did all the stuff
Catalina.
that's in the buy it now is Susie's. I didn't put anything in the buy it now.
Oh, I don't think I did either.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
That's funny.
All right.
I
Then
usually do, but what was I doing? I don't know. Okay, this is my first item. So this is a double.
I know.
This is painted with, this is Fusion's mineral paint. What is the color? I forget the color. But isn't that beautiful? So I sanded it back. So these I actually picked this art up in Monterey, California when I was shopping at the antique mall. So I added these in. So it's a double wood, and I believe these are 8x10s. And then it is also sealed. And then I did do the back. This wood's really old. Started out with me and my mom making upcycles. Oh, that's so cool. So I'm going to start that starting at 14. And that is right. I do combined shipping. If you bought anything from me yesterday, in my show. I do still have that here. So thank you, Liz. Liz, when did you speak in here? I did not see you come in. Hi, my friend. Thank you so much.
I noticed.
Yay. Coming to you. You are going to have a fabulous box.
I noticed yesterday when people were popping into my show last night, it wasn't always showing everyone.
Oh, okay. And just so you guys know, so the picture of like Julie in the corner for me and same for her, it covers up our like when people jump in. So I don't necessarily I can't see it. So I can see Treasure's name at the very end. So welcome in, you guys. So just say hi in the chat so we can see who you are. This is the other one I'm going to run. This is done with, oh, and I tried in some of my items, I put the old picture in there of like what it looked like before. This is done with the Kindest Regards stamp. This is done with clay, which is an IOD mold. And I also did the flower, which is also made of clay. And it is sealed. So it just stands there on a stick. I believe my size is in there. So I'm going to run that starting at 12.
The
And that is running.
The bird in the top did you do that with resin or did you do
Clay.
With clay?
Uh-huh.
Like that.
So when I use resin, resin is so much more expensive. Thanks for looking at that, guys. I don't know about Julie, but when I use resin, I make sure it's for something that maybe like if this bird was above here to where it wouldn't break, because clay is so much more
fragile
to being broke.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the first
for it.
that I'm going to do, I'm going to do my smaller items facing this way, my larger items facing towards me. So I made a little vignette for this one.
That's cute.
And what I did, this was, and let me bring this to stage so you guys can see the before and the after, if I can find it. Well, yours are numbered and mine are not. So mine went to the bottom, which is great.
Yeah, that makes it a little easier.
Yeah. So what I did is this is an old pewter frame and it was really scratched up. There was no way to save it. So I painted it with 4 coats of white enamel paint. And then I used the gold rubbing buff on it and highlighted everything on the frame. Then this is just a photo that I purchased and I decoupaged it on here. And then I did the gold gild around the outside. And then I put little charms on each corner.
That's so cute.
And then this frame you can reuse. It can come out. If you decide that you want to change this can come out and you can put a photo in it. It is not in there permanently. And then I added the Linux, and on the bottom, somebody gave this to either a grandma or a mom. And it says Happy Mother's Day, 1997.
Oh, wow. It's an old one.
I know. And this is a made in the USA. So this is an older one. Linux isn't made in the USA anymore.
Wow.
So we know
those
that
are worth some money, actually. I sold 3 like that.
I know.
Nice.
So I cleaned this off. You probably could if you wanted to. And then I added a vintage little doily. So all of this will come together because it makes kind of a little vignette. So you'll get the frame, the doily, and the Linux. So I'm running the whole thing for $18. And it's running now.
Hey, midlifer. Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt Julie talking.
No, it's okay.
Paris, hello. Welcome in, you guys. Good morning.
Thank you
That's really
guys for
cute.
taking a look at that. I appreciate it.
Oh, and there's my dryer singing a song as usual.
You can go ahead and
Okay.
your two to my, yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, this month the boys won't be in, or will be in camp, so I will be able to get more done.
Yay. I love these. So one of my friends, Getsonian, Sandy, um, gave me these. Now you'll see in the second picture what they used to look like. But I'm like, okay, those rooster salt and pepper shakers are like everywhere. So I'm gonna upcycle these. So they are wood. So I painted them, um, sanded them, obviously, to kind of distress them, and did one of the IOD, and I can't remember which one it is. I even have flowers on the top. Transfer and sealed them. So here's the fronts, and then oh, and I bought new stoppers for them. So they were made in Japan. I mean, she always calls me when I start a show. Anyways, I'm going to start those at 10, and those are running. I mean, I hope I made them look better than what they were.
I like the color.
I do too. I sent a picture of these to Sandy. Like, do you recognize these? She goes, oh my gosh, I love them. Thanks for looking at those. I'm going to do two to Julie's one just for a little bit, just because I have more in there. I had more time than Julie did this past 3 weeks. So this one I just did a few days ago. I believe the before picture is listed in there. I think it might be the second picture. It had like a happy Easter on it, but it was turned this way. So it's metal. So I flipped it this way, painted the inside. So this is done with a milk paint. This is done with Little Black Dress by Fusion Milk Paint. I did the stamps, I don't know if you can see those, and did the transfer, and I black waxed it to seal it. Just so you guys know, this is not sloppy painting by me. This is just part of it. So it's got that little bit of rusty, crusty on there. And I don't know, yeah, 14 inches long, about 9 inches wide. So I'm going to run that starting at 12. And that is running. Oh, thank you. I know I love the flowers.
I was just going to say, I love the flowers.
I almost have used this whole booklet.
Is it?
It's IOD, and I can't remember which one. I'd have to look. But I bought it from Unicorn Dust Design, Sammy. And she sent me the book of transfers. Okay, your turn. Let us know if you guys have any requests.
Yeah, we have everything listed. So I'm just going to move this one. So I found this at a estate sale, and I did not want to do too much. When I researched it, I didn't want to do too much to it because it's from the late 1930s to early 1940s. So I really didn't want to, I didn't want to paint over it. So what I did was I made it into a photo holder. And I cleaned it up. It was really dirty. I cleaned it up, but the paint is really good on it. Now
Oh,
somebody has
so
touched it
cute.
up down here, but I didn't want to. I mean, it's not chipped, it's not crazed.
Beautiful.
Where it was so old from the 1940, late 1930s to 1940s, I didn't want to do too much to it. So what I did is I added the florals, and then I added a photo pic in here that you can use this as just a photo holder, or you don't have to put a photo in it at all.
Oh,
You could put a
postcard.
postcard. You could
Yes,
put whatever you wanted in it.
I love
So
that.
that's why I just left this one. I did not want
Hi,
to
Lala.
put much to it. So it's going to run for $10, and it's running now.
I love that. Hi, Lala girl. How are
Yeah.
you?
But
Good to
yeah,
see you.
I mean, it's really clean on the bottom. There is no, I was surprised to find it. And once I got it cleaned up, I was surprised that it was so old.
That is
Okay,
really
thank you
cute.
guys for looking at that.
I love that.
I know, it's so cute.
Really cute. All right. These little welcome back. Yeah. I haven't left yet. I don't leave till Thursday. I can't wait. I'm so excited. I'm not going to like the weather, but a cocktail fixes everything. And yeah, so I'm good. These are vintage bottles. I did not do anything to the bottles. So you can see it's got some residue in there. So I added the transfers to them and sealed them. So you get the three. I did the jute around the top and added the lavender. And then here is the third one. There it is. So you get all three. I'm going to start those at 8, and those are running. These would be so pretty on a vanity or a vanity tray. And those are running for 8. So cute. I picked up a bunch of these old bottles I found all in one place. Thank you, Liz. Appreciate you. Thank you. You know, my phone must not be turned up. I don't hear the little sound very loud. Thank you, Liz. And mine will be sent tomorrow. Um, because I have to tomorrow because I'm leaving. Okay. Do I have one more? I already did them both, right? Or do I have one more?
No, you have one more.
Oh, I do? Oh. Okay. Sorry, you guys. My Keurig is going. Sorry if you hear that in the background. It's making my coffee. Gotta have my coffee. Okay, they're right here. I love these spindles. These are such a great color. These are so they're wood. They are a milk paint. Gosh, what color? Hold freeze. I have the color right here, I think. They are painted in sea glass. No. Terranium. It's a fusion milk paint. Love milk paint. If you guys haven't worked with it before, it's so fun. Then I sanded them back and dark waxed them. They turned out really good. They're
That
about
coffee,
12 inches tall.
that coffee sounds really good.
I know. Sorry, it's so loud.
Oh, I left mine out in the kitchen.
It's and the thing, I think mine is blueberry something. So it really has a great aroma. I buy them by the hundreds. They're called crazy cups. So those are running for 12.
Oh, I
You
use
can use
the
these as a riser too. Be really cute. Perch some birds on the top, little ceramic birds.
you can even set a plate on top of it and make a little
Good.
cloche on top. Mm-hmm.
For sure. I thought about doing more to them, but then sometimes I feel like, I don't know if Julie feels this way, but sometimes I feel like I get a little carried away. And I'm like, okay, like, does everything need to be painted and all crazy? Or can I just do, you
Yeah,
know,
minimal.
exactly. I'm going to grab my coffee. Go ahead, Julie.
Okay. So the next thing that I am going to run is I found an old wood recipe holder, and let me move it to stage. And it was wood, but the wood was really, I don't know if I have a before picture in the listing, but the wood was really messed up on the outside. It was scuffed. So I sanded it down, but I didn't change the inside because it had some writing on the inside. And I don't know if you can see it, but the original price when they bought it was $1.50. So I left the inside with it. These little cards, index cards will come with it. And so I kind of made it in the flower power colors.
Mhm.
These are individual hearts that I painted and made into flowers. So it's the
Yeah.
orange colors. I did yellow all around and then I sealed it with dark wax. And then after I sealed the dark wax, then I sprayed it again because if you put it in your kitchen or something, I wanted it to be good for the elements because the bottom of it, I had to sand down quite a bit when I got it because it had been sitting in some water. So everything is sealed. I sanded it back. Everything is sealed and I'm going to run that for 14 and it's running now.
That is
And
so
you
cute.
don't have
Very
to use,
mid-century.
yes, you don't have to use it for recipes. You can store anything you want in that. You could even you
all
can
your
even
all your
yeah,
secrets.
yeah. Or you could set little things on top and make it part of your vignette in your kitchen, like if you have a kitchen shelf.
You know what else? It
Think,
would be really cute in a little girl's room
mm-hmm.
too. It could
All their
be weird.
treasures.
Yeah,
Yeah. Keep all their little treasures.
I love
Oh,
that.
your turn.
Mm. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Okay, this one I just made this weekend. Um, oh, the paint turned out so good. I forgot to take a picture of it. So it was a yucky, uh, just a yucky, dusty brown color. So this is a tea light holder. Just put your tea light. So this is glass and this is wood. I sanded it, painted it. I think I had 3 coats on here, but I used beeswax in between the coats because then the second coat won't stick in the places that I put the beeswax. And then I use my little scraper and scrape off those spots to make it that distressed look. I believe my measurements are in there, but it's got that like chippy paint look, beautiful greenish blue almost color. But I'm going to start that at 10, and that is running. I wish I had found these in a pair, but I didn't. So still really pretty. This would be pretty like in a vignette, like in the back for
Mm-hmm.
sure.
Or
I
in the center.
wish I used green in my house, but I don't. I use dark blue. Thanks
I
for
know.
checking it out.
This month I tried to stay away from the colors that we used last month, so we had a little more of a variety.
Mhm. I tried. Like I had that bright blue color, the black. You'll see I did a little towel holder in a white color and then waxed that to give it that old look. Okay, so we've got this one. Where is this one? Oh, I forgot to take it out of the box. Silly me. Okay, I'm going to move this one to stage. So this one, look at that color. Love that. So this art I took out of um, this old book. But isn't that cute with the birds? It does have glass. I did paint the back and added the hanger. It's a little bit bigger. I think my measurements are in there. It's a little bit bigger than an 8 by 10. And then sanded it back and dark waxed it to seal it. So it is going to start at 12 and that is running. I love the birds. So pretty.
Trying to figure out what flower that is.
Oh, this one?
Yeah, the flower. Is that a magnolia? I don't know.
I don't know. Could be.
I used to know my flowers a whole lot better than I do now.
I don't know my flowers, just so
I
y'all
used,
know.
I used to know mine a whole lot better. Probably somebody in the chat knows what the flower is. I'm sure.
Somebody does.
Yeah.
I have like a
So,
black thumb. I can hardly keep a cactus alive. So I did
uh,
not inherit my mom's wonderful gardening skills.
I love to work in the garden. Okay, so my next one, we see all these
Ooh.
trays at the thrift store that are just stacking up and nobody uses them anymore. So this little one, I'm going to move it to stage so I can, so you guys can have all the info about it. It was so scratched up
Mm,
and nobody was ever going to use it again. So what I did is I sanded it even more so that the paint would stick to it. I did not paint the back of it, just so you could see what the company was. It was made by Wallace and it was used, but this area was so scratched up that nobody was going to purchase it. So I painted the pink and it took, I don't know, 4 or 5 coats to get
wow.
this. Yeah, to get this to cover. Then
Beautiful.
I used the transfer on it. And what I did is I cut apart the transfer. So this part up here is part of one transfer. The butterflies are each a part of another transfer. And I just kept building on the transfer. And then I dark waxed it over and then I sealed it. So this can go in a bathroom that has moisture in it because it is double sealed on
Great.
that. It's a small size, and I will send a hanger with it because I'll send this stand. But if you want to hang it, I will send a hanger that just sticks on the back that you can hang it on the wall. So it can either freestand on this little stand that I'm going to send, and I will send a hanger if you decide to hang it up at a later date.
That's
So
so cute. I love that pink. What color pink is that? Do you know?
it is, I have it out in the other room. It is
Welcome in.
a plaid,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
So
And it has,
it's an
I,
acrylic.
no, yes, it's an acrylic.
Mm,
Yes. Yes, it's an
pretty.
acrylic. And it has the primer in it so that it sticks really well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So I'm going to run this for 12 and it's running now.
That's pretty. I like the pink with the
Mm-hmm.
black. Hi,
And the
Pam.
silver.
Yeah.
And the silver. I think the pink and the silver look really good. But then
Mhm. Oh, I meant black wax. Sorry.
yeah. Oh, the black wax. Yeah. And I,
Yeah.
made it darker. Yeah. So it
Hmm.
looked eight.
Let me see if I've caught up to you at all. Let's see. What do I what I got here? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, well, maybe I should keep doing two.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
That's perfect.
Oh,
No, that's perfect.
I went a little
That's
crazy.
okay. That's okay.
I This is my passion. I not only thrifting but finding items that could land in a landfill and just make them something better. That somebody might love. This is one of my favorites. I just love this print on the inside. So this is an old brown frame that I painted. I did it in this is not is it crinoline? And then but I stamped the frame with Kindest Regards stamp. Can you see the lettering on there? I just randomly stamped it, sanded it back. I used dark wax, not black wax. Um, this was its old color. I also added the hanger to the back and the artwork on the inside. I believe my measurements are in there. This is a little bit bigger one, but just loved that old print. And that is going to start at 18. I know, thank you. And that is running. Definitely a bigger one, but I just love it. Now, here's what's funny, you guys. I don't decorate in this. I'm a very, I'm very plain Jane, actually. I decorate more white, black with a splash of, and neutrals with a splash of dark blue. Like, I, but I just love creating. Just fun. Okay, there's that one. Thanks for looking at that. And then the next one. This one was fun. I did the entire thing of this. So, not only the frame, but the artwork is my artwork. Welcome in, you guys. Appreciate you joining us, which actually goes this way. Oh, wait a second. Oh, I know what I needed to do to this one, you guys. I just got confused. I'm going to add the hanger to this side because they had it on this side. Okay, that's what I still need to do. So I'll switch the hanger. So this was I believe, an ugly brown frame. So I painted the frame, waxed it with black wax. Inside of here, this was a piece of rice paper. I did see the image right here. This is actually a stencil, but to get it that 3D look, I used like a spackle with the stencil. So it is kind of raised. Um, Same with the 76. And then I stenciled the sides because the paper was just white. The whole entire thing I did. Painted the paper, and then this is a transfer and sealed it. And that I'm going to start at 13, and that is running. It was fun. I don't usually create like an entire, even the art on the inside, but I don't know. I guess I was feeling it that day.
You're feeling artistic.
I was. There was inspiration. Thanks for looking at that. And it was probably somebody's video I was watching, and I'm like, I
I
can do this. Oh, I
that.
know who it was. Connie, the painted photographer. I'm like, oh, I can do that.
That, when I used to do quilt shows, I would
Mm-hmm.
have people come by and say, "Oh, can I take a picture of your quilt?" And
Oh,
yeah, they're gonna go home and make. I'm sure. You know what? They're gonna
going home
find.
to copy it.
Yeah. Sure. Go ahead, take a picture.
Form of flattery. That's
I
nice.
yes, or I would hear them, and then as they walk away, oh, I could go home and make that. And I'm thinking to myself, you're not going to go home and make that because there's
Mm-mm.
1,600 little pieces that you have to cut out to make that quilt.
Quilting, I will pay somebody good money
Yeah,
for that. I will
yeah,
never be able to do that. I don't have that kind of patience. That's
yeah.
why I paint.
I love to quilt, and it takes me a long time. I went out
Oh,
and got the paint. So this is the
oh,
paint
yeah.
of the paint in it. So just so everybody knows, so it has the paint and a sealer in one.
Hmm.
And if you use this, it has good coverage, but because this was metal, it took like 4 coats. In between each layer, let it dry, and then make sure that your paintbrush is wet when you put the next layer on.
Oh,
Just keep dipping it in water, it goes on a lot smoother. But these are really good coverage, and it's by Plaid. And I bought this online because I couldn't find the color locally, but I think Michael's usually carries this brand.
oh, okay.
Folk Art by Plaid, but it
I
is
wonder
really
if
good
Hobby
coverage.
Lobby is that brand. I'm
Yeah,
not.
the nearest Hobby Lobby to me is like 2 hours away.
Oh, heck no.
Yeah. So, but I wanted everybody to know it is a really good paint. Goes on really well.
I just got some new paints yesterday, which actually I ordered weeks ago. They went to Canada, to England. My paint's been around the world.
Wow.
To New York. Hey, hey, rediscovered. Um, to Las Vegas, and then to me. I was like, oh my gosh, they're going to be busted. They're going to be all over the box. They were good. How are you?
Sometimes I wonder because
Hi,
I had
Kat.
heard some transfers and
Mhm.
they were delivered to Arizona. I think I told you they were delivered to Arizona,
Oh,
and they actually left them. They were delivered to Arizona, and then the person took it back to the post office because it wasn't theirs, and they eventually made it to California. I
wow.
I
That was
don't
nice of them
think
because they
that,
didn't have the least. That's some good karma, and
well, it was, yeah.
they will be rewarded for that.
Well, it probably wasn't something they probably didn't even know what to do with it. With
Mm.
that, I mean, they were transfers. It was probably, probably some guy that was expecting, some
Auto parts.
auto parts or game or something. He
He's like,
opened
what the
the
heck am I
box,
going to do
found
with
these flower things.
these?
He probably had no idea what they were for.
That's fun.
So this frame, what I did is this is milk paint. It was this green color underneath. I sanded it. I left the green underneath, and then I put several coats of the milk paint on so that it crackled and the green could just show through. I added these metal pieces that I had thrifted from different places. I think this piece actually came off of an old candlestick. And I just left this, I didn't put anything inside. I left this so that you could put your own picture in it and put it in with all of your other photos, or you can hang it on the wall. And it can be hung on the wall as well.
That's
So
cute.
this one for 12 and it's running now. Yeah, there were several coats of paint, but I thought the green was okay, but it was really somebody tried to do the
Oh,
tippy and
yeah.
yeah, the
Like
pictures
they tried to upcycle it and
they
didn't
did.
turn out.
They did.
I
Yes.
have projects like that.
Yeah, I do. I do too. They're out in the garage. They need to be resanded and yep.
We should do a show called What Happened Here. I don't like.
Don't do this. This is the mistake I made. Yep.
Oh, goodness. That's
Okay,
cute.
it's your turn.
Okay. Let's see here. Oh, this one's fun. Okay, this one was fun. Um, hello. How are you? I think I said hello already, but I might not have. Okay. I looked for my old photo of this. Darn it, you guys. I'm so mad that I don't know where it's at. Just picture this. This is long piece of wood. This had a painting of celery on here. So I literally went over it with I think it might have been Salvation Solution where it can block so it won't come through. And so I painted it white, sanded it. Then this is a stamp. This is an IOD stamp of her. And then this, it kind of looks like her dress, like her outfit. I was trying to go for something like that. So this is a rice paper. And I believe I got this rice paper from Decoupage Central. And then did my put that rice paper on there with no wrinkles. Love that. And then added the hardware. It had no hardware on the back. I just thought it was just something different, a little more like steampunk, something I don't normally do. So that is going to start at 16 and that is running. If you guys love like decoupage, rice paper, things like that, Decoupage Central has a lot to choose from. In fact, if we have time, I do have some here I can show you guys. Thanks for looking at that. Is that my two?
I don't know. What did I
I don't
I
know.
must count.
Oh no, it wasn't.
I
Okay,
was
that was only
I was
one.
I was reading the chat.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
All right, where did I put it? Oh, here it is. Now I do have the picture of this one on what it did look like. So it was the brown. This can hang on the wall. It does have hardware on the back. And look at
Is that
that paint. This is milk paint. I believe the second picture is what it looks like. So this is a bread tray. Our daily bread it has on there.
oh,
And then sanded and waxed. And it can hang, you can set it down or hang it. I thought that was neat that you could do either, but look at the chippy on that. Such good chippy paint. That milk paint really does give you that chippy look.
mm-hmm.
So this one is going to start at 22. And that is a running.
Next month we could show our fails. Okay, this is what I
Yeah.
tried.
Hey, we should do that in every show because I'm sure I'll have one.
I have that didn't make it to this that I have to end.
It's, the fails, the epic fails, you guys, are the ones you do and you just like, okay, yeah. And then I'm going to set it aside. I'm going to come back to it because
Yeah.
we all have them. Or
Yes.
you have some sort of like mind block and you're like, now what do I do with
Now
it?
what do I do with it? Oh, that color did not come out the way I wanted. I'm just gonna put
Right?
it here in
Or
this
maybe you
pile.
chose the wrong wax and
Yeah.
it's like, oh, I
Yep.
don't like
Or
that at all.
the paint was old, or the
Good
paint,
idea.
we just, yeah. Well, everybody has those piles of things that they thought, oh, this is going to turn out so cool. And then, oh, yeah,
I've
you
got
try
I
it
already
together.
have one in mind for next month. I got
I do.
it.
We'll bring an epic fail next, and then ask for everyone's advice of what we should do with it.
Yes.
That's what we could do.
Yep, the epic fail.
The epic fail. So
I love it.
this little head vase I bought from actually another seller here I bought it from Jeannie Bird about a month
Oh.
ago. And so this umbrella is supposed to be in her hand, and her hand broke. The umbrella, of course, it can't be held here. And this is a vintage Napco head vase. And I didn't want it to just, you know, end up going in the landfill. So I bought it from her and brought it home and I upcycled it. So what I did is I made little flowers out of the buttons here. This
Aw.
is a vintage chenille bird that I added to it, the vintage chenille bird.
How
So
cute.
this bird is probably from the 50s. And I added the umbrella inside as part of the floral so that I could save the umbrella. And when the umbrella broke, part of the bow on the back broke here. But
Hmm.
I paint you can't really tell unless you turn it around. I mean, who's going to display it like this, right?
Right.
Nobody's going to display it like that. They're going to
So
display it
cute.
like this.
She's
And
adorable.
I made the buttons to go in and added the florals. You can change if you want blue florals, you can put your blue. If you want, something else in there, nothing is glued in. You can take this is all glued because I had to glue it to the hand. But this can all be moved and taken out and you can put your own colors in it. So I'm running it for 20.
She's adorable. Somebody needs her. She's
Uh,
cute.
Yeah, I just wanted her. She still has, this must have been an inventory, but this is the Napco
Uh,
insignia made in Japan. But I thought she needed to be saved because she was so darling.
She's really cute. I think
Thank you.
she's still cute.
Look at her. I appreciate it.
Super
Okay.
cute. All right, this next one. Now,
Juju,
when whoop, go ahead.
thank you for being here, you guys. We appreciate it.
Yes. Hey, Juju B, how are you? Okay. This just a little shelf. It was dark brown, and I forgot to take a picture of it. So I painted it the green, sanded it, did the stamps. I also did, this is a stamp that's like a distressing stamp. And then I brown waxed this. There's the back. I also painted the back and the bottom. It is wood. Good. And you guys let us know if there's anything we've already ran, you want us to run it again. Let us know. All right. And I believe my measurements are in there. And I'm going to run that starting at 14. Don't forget, we both have combined shipping.
Yes.
And if you purchased anything yesterday, I still have that show here. So you could take advantage. Hey, Kimber girl, how are you?
Yes, and I had a show last night. So if you purchased from last night, and I also have a show tomorrow morning during Good Morning Nick. So I will combine everything and ship out after tomorrow's show.
Nice. Oh, and next week, speaking of Good Morning Knickknacks, I'm going to be filling in for Adorn at 6 a.m. my time, Pacific Standard Time.
Yes, it starts early, 4:30 a.m. here in California is when it starts. So
yeah,
early.
So I'm like, oh yeah, I got this. I'm up all the time. I'm
Yeah.
good. That's not early for me. Okay, this cute little crate, little basket was, whoops, my little flowers just stuck in there. But you can have the flower too. Was just plain brown. So I did that in like a chippy paint, greens, whites, a little bit of brown. And then the sides are decoupage with that's a rice paper. It always goes on so good. And then the inside is also done. And then I just set that cute little flower. You could do whatever. You could put some really cute like milk glass vases in here, something like that. I'm going to start that at 9, and that is a running. Hey, Maureen, how are you? Thanks for joining. We're doing our upcycled once a month show here on Knickknacks. And don't forget, you guys, the end of the show, we're going to reveal we both upcycled a doll. We don't know what the other did. We had done with it. We don't know. We didn't talk about it.
No.
They're not listed in there, although Julie was smarter than me and put hers on private. So I'll just have to add mine real quick. And then we are going to auction them. So that will be the reveal. And then next month, so I believe it's on July 15th is our next one for Upcycle Duo. We are going to choose something for each other. Hey, Gigi, to upcycle. So that will be fun.
Yeah.
So we don't know. It'll be a different item, but we'll see. And we don't talk about what we do.
Something for Susie to upcycle. She's going to pick something for me to upcycle, and we won't show each other until the day of the show.
Mm-hmm.
What we did with it for next month.
That's a better way to say it. I went the long route.
I used to have to do meetings with senators and politicians that had to give
They're
you
like,
50
get to the point.
Get to the point, the bullet points, and get it done.
Yeah, meat potatoes.
So I took this is a piece of fence board. My neighbor's fence fell. I went over and asked him if I could take some of the boards. He thought I was nuts, but I took all the pieces that weren't too bad. I power washed them. Well, I did it. My son, preference that. My son-in-law power washed them for me to get all the dirt and everything off of it so the redwood would come back through. So I did that. And then these I chalk painted. So I used chalks. I have a set of chalks and I did all of these in chalk paint, all of that. and then sealed them and then added it to this little welcome sign. You can hang it right by your front door. You can put it by your side door. You can put it anywhere in your kitchen because it's small and it is all recycled. I bought this obviously is recycled because this fence had been up for a while. Still has the nail holes from the fence. Still has the nail hole right there from the fence. And so
Yep.
it's running for $8 and it's running now.
That
And it
is so
does
cute.
have the hanger on the back.
Nice. That's adorable. I've never done anything with chalk, actual chalk. I mean, chalk paint, but not
Yeah. Yeah. I have
chalk.
a whole set of different colors of chalks. I use them all the time to paint.
Oh, wow. You know what I was thinking yesterday? I was like, oh, watercolor painting is so pretty. I'm like, oh,
Mhm.
I'd love to learn that. There's a lot of YouTubers out there you can learn from. That is for sure. All right. This next one is,
Ladybug Picker joined us, and Gigi. It doesn't show on our phone. I noticed it on my laptop. Thank you for
oh,
joining us, guys.
hello. Okay. The rolling pin. I milk painted the sides. You can see how chippy it is. I love that, the distressed look. I rolled this onto the Kindest Regards, which is an IOD um, stamp. It's like one huge sheet. I love this. And then rolled, so it has the Kindest Regards all the way around it. It is sealed. And look at how that chips. Can you guys see that? I love that. So I'm going to start that at 12, and that is running. So the sides they're kind of a bluish color. I have sold several of these. I feel like anytime I roll them in one of those stamps, I do sell quite a bit of those. Okay, let's see. Do I still have one more? I think I do. Okay, let's see here. Oh my gosh, these are so cute. So I decided to pair these. These are your wooden spoons. You could take this off, but I wanted to pair them, so I painted them and then paired them up. And then I did the distressing on them. Did the transfer. That's an IOD transfer. And then, of course, added on the little bow there. Just ripped up some of my fabric. There's the back. And then, so these are decor only. Obviously, you don't want to go stirring your spaghetti with it. I have one that I keep in my wooden spoon thing. This is mine. Of course, it's white, right? So I'm going to run these starting at 8. They are sealed, but you still don't cook with them. And those are running. So
Well,
I have this pair and then another pair that are in the blue colors, like a brighter blues. Okay, thanks for looking at those. Your turn.
I noticed we had a couple of others pop in.
Hello.
I know it's just not showing on our Gilder popped in and Vegas Vintage Gal popped in. Thank you guys for being here.
Hello. I'm leaving for Vegas on Thursday. Like you guys didn't already know that. I'm so excited.
You're so excited.
For like the 10th time. I love Vegas.
Oh my goodness.
So sorry. I'm like a little kid.
I would be excited to be going on a vacation too. I
Yeah.
would be excited. So you have fun for all of us on your
Oh,
vacation.
trust me, I will have enough fun for everybody here on
I'm
Knickknacks.
sure you
That's how
will.
I got my name.
So I did a little mini shelf. So
Cute.
you could put your minis in it.
Adorable.
And this can be hung up or stand. It's a standalone. It will also, I've measured my windowsill. It will fit in my on a windowsill.
Oh,
I added the this is an IOD transfer that I added to it on both sides.
oh, so cute.
One there, and then I covered the back so that if you wanted to stand it somewhere where you can see both sides, you weren't just seeing the plain back on it. So I added paper on the back. I will send a hanger. I didn't want to put the hanger on if the new owner did not want, was just going to display it using it standing by itself.
That is so cute.
And the cubbies are 3¼ inches by 3¼ inches. So if you have a little miniature collection, it would fit in that. So let me bring it to stage. Should have done that first. There it is.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 10½ inches by 7.5, or it's 10 inches by 7.5 inches. And like I said, I did measure my windowsills and it fits on the windowsills because it's 3 inches deep. And it is running for 12 and it's running now.
That is a great price for that. I have people always in my lives, like my live thriftings, asking me for stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I
And
use
that's about what I would start it plain.
Pardon?
That's about what I would start it plain.
Yeah.
Without all that work on it. That is so cute. I love the color.
Okay, it is your turn. Thank you guys for taking a look at that.
Yes. And we're sorry, you guys. I don't know what is wrong, but can you guys still hear us? Let's just make sure because all of my chat, or not my chat, but all when you guys come in, all disappeared. So
Yeah.
maybe
That's why
just put in the chat that they can hear us. And so we know we're not just practicing.
Yeah. I know.
Maybe. I don't know what is
The
happening.
last thing that shows on mine was Marine Boy.
Yeah, mine too.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully you guys aren't asking us a bunch of questions and we're not answering.
Yeah,
We're
because
not ignoring you. Which is really strange that did your chat, or not your chat, but where everybody comes in, did yours disappear too?
the very last thing that shows is Maureen.
Okay. But I mean when people come in,
Yeah.
did you still see that or no?
No.
Yeah,
So
me neither.
on my laptop.
Okay.
So
That's really
let us know
strange.
if you guys can still hear us.
Yeah. Somebody, if you could, there's
Yeah.
9 people in here. Somebody put in the chat, yes, I can still hear you, or no, I cannot.
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, I think we are having.
Thank you, Maureen, for letting us know.
Yeah.
You know
See,
what? And I am going to, hold on, I'm going to take a little screenshot of that. And I'll send that. I'll make sure I send that to a Knickknack.
yeah, I'll screenshot my laptop so they can compare.
Okay. Yeah, that's really strange. Oh, see, now it came back up, but it disappeared. Huh.
No,
Okay.
mine back up.
Thanks for letting us know, Maureen.
Yeah.
And Luna. Luna, sorry we didn't know you came in because it's not showing us anymore. So welcome in. Sorry, you guys.
Guys, we appreciate it.
All right. So hopefully you're not asking us a bunch of questions that we're ignoring because we're really not. We can't see it. Okay. These books are not vintage. So I didn't wreck some vintage books. They were paperbacks that I took the covers off, all 3. I painted the ends and stamped them and sanded them and waxed them. Then I added, this is China Blue by IOD, the ink. I love that ink. So I stamped them. This is a transfer. Then I also took some dark wax and watered it. Not dark wax. No, sorry. It's like a brown antiquing wax, watered it down and used an old toothbrush and like flicked it on there so it makes it look really old. And then put these together. You could take that off if you wanted to and use bookends. So both sides are done, so you can see. But I'm going to start that little stack for $8, and that is a running. These were fun. Who did I see? I saw a YouTuber, it could have been Sonnet, do something similar. So I was like, oh, that's a good idea. Okay, thanks for checking those out. And the other are my other spoons. So again, just wooden spoons. Got the two colors together. You can undo these and put them in your wooden spoon. Don't stir anything with them. They're for decor only. But I sanded them, put the transfer on, waxed them. So they are sealed. I'm going to start those at 8. And those are running. These were really fun. Like I said, I kept a white one. And then I do have a request. Somebody requested me to do black ones for them. So I am. I'm going to do
Oh,
a couple of black ones with those flowers because those flowers will really pop on black. So I'm like, ooh, good idea. I would love that in my kitchen.
that is a good idea.
Yeah. Is your turn.
Okay, I'm going to do this frame next. So when I found this frame, I knew it was old because it's a swinging frame. So it is from the 1930s, 1940s era. I had to glue it back together in several places, but I wanted to save it. The only part I wasn't able to save is right here. I wasn't able to build that back up. I did strip it and repaint it. It was gray when I found it. That was the original color. It was gray. So I painted it the gray. I kept the original felt on the bottom. I wanted to make sure I kept that. One of these was cracked a little bit. So whoops, can't see it because one of these was cracked and I re-glued that so that it stayed together. I made a new backing for it and it's held on there by the blue tape now because you need to be able to put your picture in it. And I will send the brads with it so that once you put your picture in, then you just put the new little brads over the top. It has the original glass in it.
I love
And
those.
I know. And then I took
What are those actually called? There's a
swinging
name for.
frames,
Oh, they
swinging,
are.
yeah, swinging frames.
Okay.
And then the original one was gold gilded. So then I took the rub and buff gold and put it back the way it originally was. So I tried to keep it
Hi,
as
fish lady.
true to the original frame as I could. So this one I am running for $20 and it's running now.
That's so pretty.
Yeah, I
I
love
can think of a few pictures that I have that would look amazing in that.
yeah, I
Welcome
wanted
back,
to
Juju.
get as true as I could to the original colors when I redid it. Okay, thank you for looking at that, you guys. I appreciate it. All right, we're going to move these. Okay,
Oh,
it's your turn.
okay. So I'm gonna cover 25 and 26 really quick, kind of together, just so I can show you what something looks like painted the same color, but waxed in a different color. So this is 25. Just so you guys can get I love the use of wax. So I think I added a picture in there of what this used to look like, except I forgot to take a picture before I put the rooster on. The rooster, it's a cigar box. So this is done in DIY paint. um, apothecary. Sanded, waxed. I added the rooster. He's done in clay. That is one of their IOD's um, new molds. I'll show you the inside in just a second. So this is number 26, which is this same exact box, painted the exact same color, but white waxed. So dark waxed and then white waxed. Look how different they are. Sanded, sealed. There's the back. Now, 26 does have the little felt feet on it. But the inside, hold on one second. Okay, so the inside here had a sticker on it that's from cigars. I could not get off with my heat gun, with anything. So I took rice paper and added that on here and makes it look old. So it does have the like felt lining on the inside. So to cover up that ugly thing that was in there, I did that. So this, and it does clasp. It's an old cigar box. So it has like a 3D chicken on it. Rooster, sorry. Rooster, right? Yep. So I'm going to run this one starting at 14. This is the one with the dark wax. And then I'll run the one with the white wax. Which one do you guys like better? I'm just curious. I've gotten some different opinions from some friends, and they're all over the map. So nobody has there's no true winner. That's what I'm trying to say. Everybody likes a different thing. So thanks for looking at that.
I like the dark one because it wouldn't show the dust as much.
Yeah.
See, Teresa,
dark. Okay. Oh, did I do 2 already? Or is this 2?
No, you need one more, I think.
Okay. So here's the other one. This is the one with the white wax. Same exact. So Teresa says dark also.
Yep. Yeah.
And so that one is running starting at 14. Oh, Juju, she likes the dark too. Okay.
Yep.
I think I have more dark opinions because it kind of makes the rooster pop a little bit more. And you can get down in those details, and it kind of shows his details a little bit more with the dark wax. So thanks for checking those out. All right.
Okay. So my next one, I took a wood frame and I painted it black and then sanded it back. This is fabric underneath here. Oh, this is fabric. So I glued that to a piece of cardboard. Then I burned the edges of this. I don't know if you call her a witch or what you call her. So I burned the edges of the paper here. I decoupaged it on the fabric. And then I added her pet. This is an old brooch that was broken. I added her pet owl and a couple of little spiders on her. And this can be taken out if you decide that you want to put something different in there for your Halloween display. You
She's
can.
awesome.
Yeah. I like the eyes on her. And so I'm going to run her, and she is $10. And let me move her to stage, and she is running now.
She's fantastic.
Yeah, just fun. Oh, thank you,
Moose
Moose Mom.
Mom. Yay. Well, stick around, Moose Mom. We do have 2 upcycles
Creepy
that
dolls.
we know are creepy dolls, but we don't know what she doesn't know what mine looks like, and I don't know what hers looks like. So those are going to be at the end.
Thank you for your purchase, and you have shipping from last night, so this will be added to your shipping from last night's show. I appreciate it. Thank you. Okay.
And sorry, Moose Mom, we did not even know you were here. It's not showing us who's popping in the show. So We don't.
So,
It's mine's intermittent.
so I have 6 items left, and
Oh,
are
I only have 3. So you
okay.
go,
Okay.
and then let us know if you guys want us to run anything that we've already ran.
So I'm going to turn this around because I need to, all my other items are larger. So I found this set at a thrift store, and they were so dirty. This is beveled glass. It is a rounded glass in both of these, and that's why I bought it. I thought I was going to use the frame to upcycle them and use the frame for something else. But then when I started taking it apart, I realized that these are hand painted inside and signed by the artist. So
Wow.
I cleaned them up and I put them back together. The backings you can see in the picture. Let me show you the picture of, I'll bring them forward so you guys can see them. They're from the 1950s. They were dated. So I found out after I took them apart that they were dated. So I cleaned up the frames. I had to use a magic eraser to get, I thought they were brown. When I cleaned them up, they were white. So I just left the frame the way it was since it was from the 1950s. I put new backings on them, and I will send new hangers with them because you may want to just display them on a stand and not have the hanger, or you may want to. There's 2 of them. And
Those
so
are cool.
yeah, these are hand done, hand painted set of 2.
Those
And
are really cool.
yeah, because it had the rounded bubble glass, I did not want to do anything with them. So I just put them back together the way they originally came. And that way I preserved them. They're running for 16 for the set of 2.
Those are neat.
I
Hi,
know.
Tracy.
Yeah, I didn't want to use the frames for anything else. Once I got them cleaned up and noticed that they were hand painted by an artist, that I just left them the way they were.
They're pretty. Go again.
Okay, go again.
Yeah.
All right. We're looking at those, you guys. Okay. So my next guy, his before pictures are in here. And he was too big to fit in my light box to take his picture. So I had to take him out in my yard and take his after. So his before and after are in there. This is milk paint on here. I sanded him down. I painted it, used the wax so it would not adhere in certain places on him.
He's great.
It's solid. He came from India. He is solid carved, so the shipping is a little bit. I added the bow after I took the picture, but you can remove that bow. I just thought he needed, he just needed a little something,
Little pizzazz.
a little pizzazz. Yeah. So he's running for 20. And if you've already unlocked your shipping from my other shows, then the shipping will be a little bit less.
Quite, yeah, it should be a
Yeah.
quite less. He's
But
awesome. I love that.
so
Duck, geese, swans are really, really going like
I
hotcakes.
know. I love him. I love him. He might have to stay in my house. Okay. Do you want me to do
He's
more?
pretty cute. Well, I have 3, so
And
you
then
should have what, 4?
4.
Just go again.
Okay.
You're
So
good.
this bowl, this is the one that I picked up that some kid had written in it with the felt pen.
Oh no.
Yeah, so I sanded it
Yes, I
down.
remember this.
Yes, I sanded it down. I also used the milk paint on it so it could be chippy.
Mm-hmm.
Food safe. And you could probably put fruit in and it would be fine, but no other, because you wash your fruit before you eat it. It is sealed. So you can use it indoors or outdoors.
I love that.
And it came out really good. I really like the
Yeah.
chippy. And then I waxed it with the dark wax over it.
I
So
love
this is running, and it's running now for 20.
I love that. That's really cool. That's very much my style. My next purchase for crafting is going to be dark oil wax.
Mm.
Sweet Pickens makes it.
Oh, yes.
I don't have that and I need it.
I
I
need
didn't know I needed it,
I need
but
storage.
now I need it.
Yeah, I know. I need more storage to store all of my this. And I think it's your turn now.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So this is my little birdhouse. So this was just plain raw wood. My little birdhouse. Look at that chippiness on this one. This is done with milk paint. Look at the bottom, how it gets that rustic look.
I'll look at it over here on my
Yeah.
computer.
And then I sanded it. Look at the chippy on that and all the crackle. Oh, it turned out so good. I believe I did paint this black first. So in order to make it chip, because it's raw wood tends to not chip.
Yep.
So what I did was is I painted it black, then I sealed it with shellac. So shellac will cause that, it'll help you out with that crackling effect.
Mm-hmm.
Then I used my heat gun to kind of make sure it did some crackle and chipping, and I was super happy with the way it turned out. Then I added the transfers, and I even did it like over the top of its little peak right there. Sanded it, of course, and painted the bottom too. See that crackle? Oh, I think it looks so good. Anyway, this little guy. I thought about putting birds on it, but then I thought maybe people don't want birds on there. So anyway, I'm gonna start that one at $8, and that is running. It's a really like almost like a bluish gray. If I
I like that.
I think it's called Bluebird is the actual color. It's a really, really faint. The blue is very faint in it. Thanks for checking that out. All right, you go.
Okay. So my one that I have, it says cold drinks on it. So this was, I don't think I have a before picture. Let me see. It in my listing. We did some things before we started deciding that we were going to put the before pictures in. So I put these on because 4th of July is coming up. You can put any color or no bows at all on it, but I just put this on, and it's a drink tray. So I sealed it with outdoor so that you could use it outdoors as well.
Yeah.
It is metal. I left the metal on the bottom, and I'm going to sand the little feet for it. So if you want to use it inside, you can stick these on and it won't scratch your furniture. So I painted it white. I used the dark wax on it afterwards. Then on this, I used the chalk. Not chalk paint, but chalk. So I painted this with chalk and a brush and then sealed that on. Yeah.
That's really cute.
It's 12 and a half inches. You can use it. You don't have to use it for cold drinks. You can use it for whatever you want, but it's barbecue season. So I thought it's running. I thought it would be good to use outdoors. That way you have something that won't break if somebody happens to knock it off the table or I'm always thinking with 5 grandsons, I'm always thinking of things that won't break. Okay. Thank you guys for taking a look at that. I'm going to switch everything into my buy it now this evening. So if you change your mind, everything will be in the buy it now.
Yeah, I need to do that as well. I don't know if it'll be this evening, but I'm going to try. Okay, this next one it was an ugly brown. So I painted it black first. I love the way this turned out. Um, this is painted with milk paint, so you can see that chippy on there. Really chippy. Sanded it back. So this is a towel holder. So there's the shelf on the top, and then this is to put not paper towels because this doesn't come out. Your regular towels. I even did the bottom. So if it was up a little high, you still had some sort of decor on the bottom. There are the sides. And then this is a IOD transfer. And I used black wax on this one to seal it. I thought it turned out really well. And sanded. So
That
this one, I believe my measurements are in there. I'm going to start that at 18, and that is running.
that's
This one has a little work.
all. Yeah. Well, in a small area, that's perfect because you can put stuff on like the half bath. My half bath
Mm-hmm.
is so small that there's not a lot of space to put stuff. So that's perfect, like for a half bath.
Yeah, I thought so. Thanks for looking at that, you guys. Let us know. We're about done.
Yep.
I think we have a few more items
I
each.
This is my last one other than our reveal.
Okay. I've got one more too, and then we've got our scary creepy doll reveal.
And
And so let us
find
know if you want us to rerun anything.
well, I have to find this one. I'm not sure I put it over. Let me see. Let me see. Okay. Um,
Well, you could just add it.
yeah, I'm looking for it right now.
Okay.
See if I can find it.
Thanks for hanging out with us, you guys. We appreciate it. We do this show once a month together. Third Tuesday of the month. Our next one, I believe, is July 15th. I'm pretty sure. So we try to we try to bring new items to you guys that we've worked on over the month. And then we add them in, start adding them in a few weeks prior, like
Mhm.
little bits at a time.
Yeah, when we get them done. So the next, I'm going to have to really stand back for this. I can show you pieces of it. So I did this reminder clipboard that has the birds on it. And I'm going to hit my wall over here so I can't show you. I actually have something like this because I always think of things that I need to tell my kids. And so they each have a clip here because my son and son in law always ask, Mom, is there anything that you need me to do? Because they're both over 6 feet and they know that I'm short. So, like to change light bulbs, because I have 12-foot ceilings and all of that. And so they always ask me if there's anything that they need to do. So I put notes because I won't remember when they come over. I put notes for them. But I'm going to add these postcards because you don't have to use it for notes. You can use it to display birthday cards, Mother's Day cards, Father's Day cards as you get them and then change them out. If you collect vintage ephemera, you can display your ephemera on it. So both of these cards are from the early 1900s and they'll come with it. And it is 5.5 inches tall and it has the measurements in there. Let me see. What does it say? I don't remember the length, but it's in the description and it's running for 15. It has the little birds on it. The birds are stenciled in kind of a gray.
That's cute. I love the color. Great color.
And then I have the hangers on the back so that you can hang it. All right. Thank you for looking at that. I appreciate it, guys. All right. So that's my last one until our reveal.
Okay, and then I'm going to do my last one. All right. these little guys, they are in resin, but these cute little cottages. So I did paint them first, I believe, in black, just so my chippy paint could stick to them. Now they didn't chip as much as I like them to, but still really cute. I use a chippy brush to get in all of those little nooks and crannies, but I forgot to take pictures. They were really brightly colored. So just some cute little shelf sitters. And then I black wax them to seal them in, but you get both. I'm going to start those at $8 and those are running. So let us know if there was anything else you guys wanted us to rerun that you didn't grab. And then we're going to run or show you guys our reveal from last month.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thanks for checking those out. All right.
Okay. Are we ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, I'm going to switch my camera around because I set it on the.
Okay.
Okay. So
We did scary doll upcycle, a doll scary upcycle. I have not seen Julie's and she has not seen mine. So here we go. And then next month, we're going to go shopping and I'm going to pick something out for her to upcycle and she's going to pick something out for me to upcycle. So stay tuned for that next month. That will be fun.
Okay. All right.
Oh, I love her.
So
She's
this
awesome.
That is mine. There she is.
She's great.
So she is going to have to be shipped separately.
Wow, she's cool.
So this is a metal candle holder. This was an old mechanical doll that they were going to throw it in the garbage at one of the thrift shops I was at, and I asked them if I could have her. Her hair was already torn off, so I had to recreate her hair for her. She has her sacrificial, she sacrificed all these guys down here, so those are her trophies. This is a spider candle holder. It's metal. And so it was a votive holder that I set her in, glued it together. She has got her weird hair. She's got her weird hair all the way around.
She's great.
I had to paint flowers because I couldn't find any black and red flowers already done. So I bought red and painted the flowers.
She's great. Super creepy. I love it.
And added her spiders. So that is mine. Whoops. Over here. I always have to remember I have to stay to one side when it's a duo. So that is my creepy doll.
Okay, here's mine. So, hold on, let me make sure this is clipped. There it is. Yeah, it's clipped. Okay, good. Here's mine.
Oh my gosh. I gotta look at that on my computer. Oh my gosh.
So you saw her head, like her head. We posted that online of what they looked like before. Just the face. So she's in this. So the bird cage I painted. It was an ugly color. You can't open it. She's not glued in. So you could change it out, add it or whatever. But so her eyes they were a different color. Hold on, I'm going to take her head out. And I know. So they were a different color. So what I did was I painted them blue and then I put a floating, like a medium over them that makes them look that cloudy color. So there she is. And then she's got her arms that are her bloody arms that are painted on the inside. So there's mine.
So that's what we did. And I hadn't seen hers and she hadn't seen mine.
That's so cool. So if anybody wants them, well, we might as well just run
We'll
them.
just run them. Yeah. We
Yeah.
can.
So you go first.
Okay. I will bring my creepy doll to stage. And she will have to be, I'm sorry, but she'll have to be boxed in peanuts so that I can get peanuts and stuff all around her so that she will stay together. So they will be packing peanuts. I know people hate those, but that's the safest way to ship her is in packing peanuts. So I am going to run her for 25. She's 14 inches tall and she's 10 inches wide and she is running. It was fun. I had a fun time. I knew what I wanted to do, but I hadn't started on it until 2 days ago. So
Oh,
I kind of
well,
gathered
yeah.
everything
When did I
together.
start mine? Yeah,
Oh,
literally 2 days ago.
yeah. Thank you for looking at her, you guys. I appreciate
And I was like, dang, I don't know if I wanted, I wasn't sure what I wanted to
Yeah.
do with her.
Yeah.
So, all right, you guys, I'll move mine to stage. And I mean, who doesn't need a doll with hanging in a bird cage, right? I guess this shows just how messed up Julie and I are, but so fun.
But we
I
had
don't know.
fun.
I'm going to start that at 16 and she's running.
And I'm actually going to keep this in the room with the door shut because I think it'll scare my one grandson that's coming this afternoon.
Oh, yeah. You know, I do a lot of creepy doll upcycles for Halloween. And I know just where I'll put her.
Yep.
But I sell out of them every year. And when I upcycle them, I literally put them in the garage and I lock the door. Like I've got all these crazy creepy dolls all over, just like staring at me. And I'm like, you guys are going in the garage. You're
Yep.
not sitting in
Yep.
here with me. So thank you for hanging out with us
We
to
appreciate
so we
it.
can reveal those. That was fun.
Yes.
So next month is on the 15th.
Mhm.
You guys will all get a surprise on what the
Well,
item actually is. So we'll see. But you know what? Halloween is it's
I
coming up. I know it's crazy to talk about, but
know.
when
No,
you're an upcycler, crafter,
it
um,
takes a
you
while. Yep.
yeah, you have to do it months in advance. I
Yes.
mean, you can't just throw them in October and hope it all sells. So
Yep.
people start looking for that like right away. And I feel like, Christmas, Halloween sells all year long.
It
So
does. It
for
does.
sure. But I
We
can't wait till we get to some more
Yeah.
creepy upcycle stuff and Christmas. Those are both fun. So and
Thank
I'm
you
gonna
guys.
be on next. So you're on when's your
Tomorrow
next
morning.
show?
Tomorrow morning at Good
Okay.
Morning Knickknacks at 7:30 a.m. Pacific time.
Okay. And then you guys didn't
She's
know
going
already because I'm
to
going to say it one more time. I'm leaving for Las Vegas Thursday, so I do not have another show this week, but I'm going to fill in. I was asked to fill in for Adorned, Good Morning Knickknacks next Tuesday. I will be on at 6 a.m. Well, I guess 9 Eastern, but 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So that'll be fun. And I'll have another knickknack show. So anyways, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. Thank you for your purchases and
Yeah.
supporting us. And as far as this show goes, we'll see you on the 15th next month.
Yes. And thank you so much. And I have to leave so that Susie can close her show. So thank you guys so
Thanks, Julie.
we really appreciate it. See you guys all later. Have a
Bye,
wonderful
Julie.
rest of your week. Hi, Amy. Welcome in. All right. I'm going to say bye.
Okay. Bye, Julie.
And
All right. Okay, we are going to raid somebody. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us.